This TikToker fled the country after a reckless hit and run.
No. HS has f***ing walked off. Left his McLaren and walked off. Now
the McLaren that HS crashed a couple months ago, that was not his McLaren. That was paid in full by me, my money. Now he crashed that car with General G in it, and he's fled the scene and run away to Dubai. He's paid none of the money back. So the night before, he had taken some stuff. I'm not gonna clarify what those are, Harrison. Depending on how you respond to this video, depends on what the viewers get to hear.
Now, what could be worse than crashing your supercar? It being a rental car. Now, what could be worse than that? Leaving the other person in the car on the ground. But who is that guy? We'll get to that a little bit later. A lot of people probably don't know what influencer this is. He goes by the name of HsTikkyTokky. Now, he's relatively new to the scene. Now, I would consider the last couple of months that he's had have been significant to his career. Just like those influencers that like to box, he had a planned fight with someone and ended up knocking them out first round. But being the guy he is, after winning, he got in the crowd, punched someone in the face, and almost threw a chair at them. Now, was he clip farming? Well, he seemed pretty upset, but he's definitely someone that knows how to get attention. A lot of people question where his wealth comes from. He claims to be an OF manager, managing the accounts of famous OF girls. He came on the scene a few years ago and started making some cameos in Neon streams. From there, his popularity has grown through his crazy takes and overall bro advice. One thing you'll learn about HS is he likes expensive things. He often sports an iced out Patek or is seen driving a fancy car. Now, this is where this gets a little bit interesting. Was the car that he crashed his? No, it wasn't. This is where the story takes a bit of an interesting turn. The guy that he rented this car from was infuriated at the situation. It's rumored that the insurance for the car expired the previous night. Now, after a long night of partying, HS and his buddy were allegedly on some drugs. And in the morning after the insurance expired, he crashed the car. Now imagine this, you crashed your rental car that is wildly expensive. Your buddy's on the ground. What do you do in that situation? Maybe this moment could have been a moment of clarity, but unfortunately for HS, it wasn't. He said to himself, you know what I'm gonna do? He got up, walked away, and left the country. Now, in some of his earlier TikToks, he's been around Dubai, he's been around Qatar, so maybe he already had a place he could stay. But regardless, it sounded like he eventually wanted to move his life to the Middle East. And with this situation happening, maybe this would be the perfect excuse. In another video, it looked like he moved his family out to Dubai. Now, I don't know if he actually moved his family out. You know, it's hard with these influencers to tell, you know, what's real, what's fake. But this is not a good look after crashing a rental car and leaving the country. Kind of seemed like, oh, my life is here now. I am immune from the consequences. Now, let's jump back to the owner of the exotic car. Imagine this. You get a call from the police saying your rental car has been totaled and the person that was renting it is nowhere to be found. Imagine how you would feel in that moment. So what he did, talked to his lawyers, kind of lawyered up on his side and did what he could do to contact HS. Now, the weird thing I can't get over is eventually HS went on an interview and kind of publicly responded to these, I don't even call them accusate facts, and in a weird way gaslit the situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is not great damage control, okay? Probably the furthest thing from it. Regardless, he said he would go back and fix the situation. Now, remember the person that was laying on the ground after the crash that was allegedly his friend? This is kind of the smoking gun in the situation, if a crash car wasn't enough. Here he is talking with the rental car owner, and this is what they had to say.
He's now coming out and saying that it's all lies, that it's his McLaren and all of this.
I was in the car. I had to give a police statement saying what actually happened.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie for him, am I? And yeah, they seized all his assets and he can't come back to the UK because if he does, they're going to throw him in jail.
Yeah.
Hit and run, tax avoidance. He's committed a lot of crimes here. I won't be surprised if the courts make an example of him, put him away for a few years. It needs to happen, though.
Hopefully. I don't know if he's going to last long in prison, though. Let's be honest. When the incident happened and I called up his mum and I told her about the accident, she wasn't even surprised. She wasn't even upset. She didn't even apologize to me for what her son had done. That's how you know, like, it's ingrained in his head. So boys, you can't trust someone like this. They don't give a shit about you.
Yeah, pretty bad. I don't know if being a good influencer requires you to be narcissistic and you just don't have the ability to really look at the situation and look at it objectively and be like, oh wow, maybe I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? And for it to really resonate, seems to be a lot of issues.
Yeah, of course, the little T and his SUJ. Yeah, put it up now. Let's see what he's got to say. Yo, where the is my money?
You've actually come here. You alright?
Bro, this is no joke.
What do you mean? Where's your money, mate? It's in your mate. That's
bro, you
where
owe
it's
me
at.
150k. Where's my
It's in your ass, mate. You're actually gonna pull up, stand up somewhere.
Mixing in this little rental SVJ.
rental, mate.
Yeah.
You know.
This guy's acting hard here.
You know how much
he's acting hard here because he's a yeah, hiding behind the police.
Let's go then.
Come.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But if you thought that was the only bad response from hate, you'd be wrong. There was a life coach named Wes Watson that has also been responding to hate. He's done a terrible job and ended up getting memed. Check out this video to learn more. I'll see you then.